Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to some more Destiny 2 Forsaken news. Before we get to the news, by the way, GuardianCon 2018 is officially over, and that's the reason why I haven't been doing videos over the last week and a half or so, because I've been busy watching most of the GuardianCon charity stream events, and a little bit of the GuardianCon events happening in Tampa, Florida. By the way, the total amount earned for 2018 for this year, we've probably hit more than double of what we had last year. Last year we raised about 1.35 million. It's been doubled this year at around 2.77 or so million dollars there. Again, thank you very much to everybody. That's the streamers, sponsors, players, and especially everybody around the world here for donating. You have made these kids' lives so helpful this year. Thank you very, very much for your support. But anyway, on to the video here, folks. We're going to be discussing the 9 new supers coming to Destiny 2 Forsaken. We'll start with the Hunter. We're going to start with the Hunter right now and get it out of the way, starting with the Night Stalker subclass, which is Way of the Wraith. And the standard ability is the Smoke Bomb slows enemies when caught in the cloud and doles out plenty of damage. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention to you guys right here, if you want to remain spoiler-free, I highly recommend don't watch this video if you want to remain spoiler-free. Or if you want to stick around and stay for the rest of the info, by all means, it's perfectly fine. Next ability, is the perk ability. Landing a perfect precision kill will make the Night Stalker turn invisible, and they will gain true sight. And then on to the super ability, which is Spectral Blades. It turns the Night Stalker invisible and provides the player with twin void blades. They can then sneak around the battlefield unseen before striking. It's actually pretty good. So that's your Night Stalker here. The subclass for the Gunslinger now would be Way of 1,000 Cuts. The standard ability here, the Gunslinger's melee move throws out a fan of burning knives. The perk ability, killing enemies while they are burning, will recharge this ability, plus burning enemies will also recharge the Hunter's dodge. And the super here is Blade Barrage, or Barrage, doubles down on the Hunter's knife skills, allowing them to dish out some explosive kills. And basically, Way of 1,000 Cuts, it's an amped up version of the Hunter's knife abilities. And for the Arcstrider subclass, this one's Way of the Current. Standard perk here, sliding before dishing out a melee attack causes the player to perform a staff-powered uppercut strike. Any melee attacks will also increase reload speed. Perk ability here, all arc abilities electrify enemies, and if you go on to melee them after electrified, they will become disoriented. And this will also recharge the Hunter's abilities. And the superhero is Whirling Guard. It gives Hunters the ability to spin their staff to block incoming projectiles. These will be reflected back at the target and will triple the damage doled out by the staff afterwards. And in short, you can use the staff to reflect damage and then go in and smack enemies around with it. So that takes care of the Hunter. Now we're going to go to the Titan. Here's our Centennial subclass. This one is Code of the Commander. Here's your standard ability. Melee ability causes an explosion. Short but sweet right there. Perk ability here, with Code of the Commander, all void melee attacks attach a void detonator. And enemies with a detonator attached will explode when damaged, and the fallout causes detonators to be attached to enemies caught in the explosion. And here's a grenade ability here. It partially recharges grenade energy for the Titan and nearby allies when the detonators are triggered. And your super is Banner Shield. It produces a barrier absorbing enemy attacks when holding guard. And allies can shoot through the barrier, making it a good option for boss damage rotation. Now your Sunbreaker subclass here is Code of the Devastator. Sorry, I got my fan on. It's like 30 degrees or so out there right now. Standard ability here. The melee ability allows the Titan to throw a hammer, which physically remains in the world. Retrieving it will fully charge the melee ability and trigger health regeneration. Or regen for short. Perk ability here, the more solar kills made, the more damage will increase, stacking up to 3 times. And the super is Siege Hammer. Creates a much larger flaming hammer than before. When hitting it on the ground, it creates an earthquake-like tremors, and sends out a flaming tornado. And now for the Striker subclass. This is Code of the Missile. Standard ability here, while airborne, press melee to slam into the ground like a mini Fist of Havoc. Sounds pretty cool. Perk ability here, picking up ammo while sliding will reload the Titan's weapon and increase damage for a short period of time. And your super is Thunder Crash. This sends the Titan hurling great distances like a missile, and players are able to control the trajectory before landing like a meteor. And note to self, don't kill yourself while doing that. Finally, for the Warlock, we start off with the Voidwalker subclass. This one here is Attunement of Fission. Here's your standard ability. This new atomic breach ability, melee ability, sorry, I can't even talk today, creates a void explosion at range. Your perk ability, any void ability kills will heal the player and grant ability energy. And here's our grenade perk, or sorry, grenade ability here. While holding down the grenade button, the Warlock will create an AOE, or attunement of something here. I think it's attunement of empowerment or something like that. AOE Supernova Explosion. And your super here is Nova Warp. This empowers the player with a teleportation ability that allows them to continuously teleport short distances. This can be finished up with unleashing a large burst of explosive energy. Next up is the Stormcaller. And this one here is Attunement of Control. Here's your standard perk. Tapping melee flings out long-distance electricity balls, which will explode, and upon detonation, lightning bolts will stream downwards. Your perk ability, arc kills have a chance to produce ionic tracers. This spark of raw ionic energy will travel back to the player, and if collected, will recharge abilities. And finally, your super here is Chaos Reach. Fires a long-range bolt of arc energy. This can be deactivated to save energy if needed. And finally, the Dawnblade subclass here is Attunement of Grace. Your standard ability is melee attacks burn enemies and empower allies. Perk ability here is pertaining to healing or empowering, will replenish abilities which aren't a super. Here's your grenade ability right here. Can be transformed into a blessing by holding down the button. Doing so produces a projectile that can be used to heal allies. And it also drops overshield orbs which can be retrieved. And finally, your super here is Well of Radiance. When the Warlock slams their sword into the ground, they will create a wide radius aura. It will also heal and empower all allies which stand in it. Alright, so there you go. That's all 9 of your supers here. 3 of each for the Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. Are you guys ready to do your supers in 7 weeks' time when Forsaken launches September 4th? I know I'm ready, and I've already pre-ordered the Digital Deluxe Edition, so I am so ready for the action. Oh boy, does anybody want the summer holidays to be over? I really do. I really want Forsaken to happen very, very soon. But other than that, I think that's definitely going to do it. Now, before we go, folks, one more thing before we go. We already mentioned Guardian Con. The other thing that we haven't talked about lately over the last week is Moments of Triumph. By the way, we'll be posting 2 links below, one for the supers and one for Moments of Triumph. Destiny 2 Moments of Triumph is live, but only on the website for now. But it will be available in-game when the Solstice of Heroes summer event launches July 31st, 2018. But before that launches, we have our final update of update 1.2.3, which will be the final update before Forsaken launches. That's on July 17th, with bounties returning. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sorry about that. And of course, the rest of the Moments of Triumphs will be out on July 31st as well. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. So again, I'll post both of those links in the description box below for sure. But other than that, that is officially it. And you guys have been killing it for subs as of late. I think we had like 70 or so between mid-June and right now. And we are just over 10 subs away from 700. You guys are making this happen. Thank you so very much. It just makes this channel a lot more fun and exciting to see. And of course, keep on subbing, folks. It's definitely free to do. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Perfectly free. I understand the consequences. So, again, sub to the channel if you want to stay up to date on the latest gameplay content here, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Leave a like and a comment in the video section too, and until then, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Take care.